Hey guys, Jason Timothy here with MusicSoftwareTraining.com, back with another video from my Splice mini course. So in this video I'm going to give you some workflow tips that should really help speed up your process and help you turn your 8-bar loop ideas into full songs really quickly. So let's get started. So what I want to give you in this video is just some quick workflow tips to help you get songs put together really quick. So let me show you how I approach this. First off, I like to work in the arrangement window because everything ends up needing to be in this window anyway. So the longer you stay in this window, the easier it is to procrastinate on finishing a song. So what I'm going to do here, I've got my kick track here, is I'm going to highlight about 6.5 minutes, and then I'm going to hit Command-Shift M, and that's going to create a MIDI part. All right. Next thing is I'm going to click on this, and down here it shows the length being 192. We're just going to change that to 2 bars. So now I can write a pretty basic pattern here. Let's go ahead and just do a simple 4 on the floor, and then I will highlight Command D to duplicate, and I've got a basic 4/4 beat. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to highlight just the first 17 bars. Then I got a couple other kick layers, so I'll just add a little flair to it. There, so now we got a basic kick part. Once we have this, we can make it a more complex part just by duplicating this. Now we've got a 4-bar part, and I can shift a couple things around on the second half. And as you can see, we already got something that is starting to look like a song structure instead of just having a little loop. Even though we're going to kind of work in this structure, having this set makes things a lot easier. And a real easy workflow tip is that you can drag in another song, make sure that you warp the song. And then all I do is when I see little drops like this, I know that these are some breakpoints. It gives me an idea where I can put my breakpoints in my track. So I'll just go ahead and pull out the kicks there, pull them out here, and the end's kind of stripped out, but we don't got to worry too much about that. And there are some little mini breaks as well that we can pop in here, like this here. Boom. And next we'll add some other drums. So we're just going to highlight, do the same thing. Let's set this to and we'll duplicate that. There we go. So we got a basic rhythm, as you can see, and then during the breakpoints, it'll sound more stripped down without the kick. So it'll start sounding like a breakdown right away. So as you can see, it starts feeling like a song already just from the start. And you're only working with little 4-bar loops, but what you can do is by checking out the breaks and stuff, you can give some ideas of where you might want to change up some of the rhythms. So you can always just cut a section out with Command E. And anything that I'm saying command with, if you got a PC, just use Control instead. And then you can go in and change just this part and customized all the way through the song. So you're basically building on a basic template for the whole song, but you're just making little shifts around here so you can change the way things are played, or as you can see, there's a couple other hi-hats that haven't set in yet, so we could go ahead and try adding some of these. And then we might want to turn those down a little bit. And there you go. So it sounds like it's building and different things like that. And we haven't even really added that many more parts. But I hope that, just in this real quick, like around 5-minute session, that you get the idea of how you can immediately start working what would normally just be like an 8-bar loop or something into a full structure, just by kind of borrowing structure from another track and then building around that. Now you can always extend or remove certain parts, to fit whatever you want with your song later on. All we've got to do is hit Command Shift and then D. So Command D would be duplicate. Command Shift D duplicates everything on this track, or everything in this section rather. So if you had a whole line of different instruments, it would add everything to the song, and now you've extended this break right here. So there's some very simple workflow tips that you can put to use right away.